What are you playing today?
I have my Etude and I got the book.
Ooh, okay.
So I have that. I have my Mozart, Rondo, and I have the Schumann.
Fantastic. So let's start with the etude.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are we gonna have an hour lesson or like a lesson?
Well, probably a little bit longer with all this music that we have to cover. Right?
So like an hour and a half?
Yeah.
She's wondering.
I see. Okay.
Because she wants to go swimming.
Where does she go swimming?
The Amarillo Town Club. So maybe at like 5.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay. Silence. Vibrato on the appoggiatura nose. Longer bows. Can you do the marcato one more time? You need longer bow strokes, so just go with broader motion. Basically, try to use most of the upper half. And you know what? We should probably flip the room around since your camera is back there. So we'll stay to here so this will be visible, and I'll get my chair on the other side.
Thank you.
Oh yes. Okay. So here, just good. Remember that the fingers have to be in place. And you need to vibrate, otherwise it becomes very dry. Yeah. I know, too many things at the same time. So just broaden this, and no technique with hand in the pocket, right? So we want good. Okay, now when we get to the 16th notes, and actually even before that, while you're playing with less bow, the triplets, so starting from about here, you need to flatten the hair. Now, look, ideally your string has to be parallel to the floor. So if your bow is to play with flat hair, and it's tilted like this, is that the flat hair? So you have to feel the orientation of the frog and the tip as being there. So can we start with the triplets one more time? And you can look at the music.
I had it memorized, so.
It's it had some little ghosts in it though, so let's it's better to play it with the music. And now in terms of bow distribution, how exactly are you thinking this? It seems to me that you're dividing your bow in thirds instead of in halves. So is that what you were thinking? You were thinking staying in the middle third? Stay in the upper half. So you just need to move slightly higher up the bow. You need to be at about here. That's too high now. So this is the middle of the bow, right? And so from this is the area in which it's the most. If you go and watch people play the Jane orchestra in a good orchestra, that's where everybody is going to stay. So we have some string crossing issues here. It's just I see. But your bow is flapping too far away from the pairs. So we have then we have two notes on the middle pair, and then the rest are on the high pair. That's what's not. It seems that the bow is not sure on which pair of strings it needs to be centered. Yeah, so especially when you get to the high pair, Ella, you need to stay much more economically on both strings. Don't overuse energy to big string crossing. Play for real with more present sound, broader bow stroke. Because your hand is getting locked, release them.
So just keep going.
I would like to hear this one more time. Go on now. Da da da. D major bit one more time. There's a little bit of miscoordination between the hands. So just détaché. Think of it as grand détaché. So more sound, and make sure that lifting, dropping of fingers coordinates right on the bow changes. Do you hear that? It's not clean. The bow and the left hand don't always change together. Da, da, da. So for now, for starters, let's focus on the notes that are with the down bows. So just da 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 da. You don't have to make distorted rhythm. We just so. Just make sure that the down bows go with the left hand. That's quite good. And you know what? It fixed the up bows with the miscoordination. So can you make sure now that that you're going to let the bow stay in the string the whole time? So it's playing in a very legato way. So we're not putting air in between the notes, but the two hands coordinate so well that there's no air whatsoever. These etudes, they're designed to be played segue. Because, this one was supposed to be in C major, but look, it ends in D major. Now let's see what... Yeah, so it's funny that they kind of... It makes musical sense to play them one after another. So now, this one here is all about trills and independence in the left hand. Got good trill, so you shouldn't be afraid of this. This is a very hard etude actually. I don't know why it was put as number 2 in here, because number 4 is hard. But this one is like 10 times more difficult than this one. Yay! Exactly. Now let's read it, and we will talk about the difficulties as we read here. So you'll know what to do.
Do I play it with you?
Yes. So maestoso, what does that mean? Majestic. You need to know those translations. Now, what about largo?
It's like a slower.
It's a slower, but it has very specific flavor. Broad. Largo is broad. And allegro?
It's like, I know it means like faster. It means like more peppier, but not.
Well, fast. And another, you're right, peppy. I like that. It means happy also. That's another meaning of
I need to start going through and looking at this.
Well, yes, you must, because yeah. Do we see any other Italian words in here? I see one. Actually, no, it's not Italian. It's if it had an O at the end of it, that would be an Italian word. Okay, now let's go here. So majestic tempo. 3, 4. So do you see what the problems are? Lots of different bow speeds. Yes, so we really have to save.
Turn it down.
And we also, okay, just let's adjust it so you can see. Is that better?
Yeah.
So you need to start at the frog and you need to divide your bow mentally into that much for the first measure and that much for the second measure.
Yeah, I just kind of got lost because then you played that really fast. I'm like, what? And then I got lost there. And yeah.
Okay, now for the march figure, did you see what I did?
Right.
So very little bow on the 16th. And then you have to cue yourself all the way to the frog and then you go. And just do your best for just to loosen up during the trill and let the trilling finger really sound like a bird. One more time. 3 and. So in the upper half of the bow for this. So down up, down up. Now say 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now say 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Ella, please use your mind and read. Can we start? This is an bow here. So I'm going to just put the first pencil mark in your music. Second position. So down up, down up. Look ahead. 1, 2, look ahead. Look ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more time from this up bow and I'm going to mark it because that's a likely starting place in practicing. 1, 2. Yeah, and can you get my gesture also? Let's do it with lifts so it's nice and musical. 1, 2. Same position. So we stay in position. Down up, down up. Yeah, and now, whenever we have this figure, we have to fit in the 16ths as close to the next note as possible. So they're very short. The 16th notes must be very short. Could you try that? Down up, down up. So you need to be a little bit higher on the bow and just rest into the string. Go. Yes. And then expand toward the frog. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay in second position. All of this is second position. So let's start on that D up bow. So again, down, up. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see what's going on here. Where did you? So we just have to go from third position. This is third position here. It's a very unusual way of shifting, but we go to second position here. I'm going to search it up because there is a chance that we will miss that. So up bow on the Z. So down, up. So the first one is G natural, trilling to an A. The next one is G sharp, trilling to an A. Got it? Let's do it from G natural. Now, trill with the fourth finger, because the A is with 3. Now, down, up. You have to shift. It's with the second finger. The D is with the second finger. It's in an up bow. 2, 3, 4, crescendo. 3, 4. Now, down, up, down, up. Again, down, up, down, up. You should be in second position at this point. So here, 3, 2, 2. This is 1. And now this one will start on an up bow. So do your best. As a double trill. Yeah, for right now we could try. Just make sure that they both strike. Okay. 1, 2. And now, so F sharp and A. So that's still on the old bow. And now 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we shift. Now for this one, for my hand, I need to actually bring the thumb and the hand around. You're already doing that. That's right. So what oh, we didn't shift, that's why. So we're still on this one. Let's see. So this is a down bow. This is a down bow. This is up. This is down. Okay. So let's start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now shift. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be with 1 and 3 because the second finger is caught here for the F sharp. Down. So it's a down bow. So let's start on the F sharp. Down. And now, so we have to do that trillium on those notes. Yes. And then so stay in third position because this is where we go. Let's start on the G minor here. I'm hearing some wrong notes in there. So just roll to the G and stay alone on the G. So that E flat first position. Prepare the double stop. So this has to be just bow rhythm. So the double stop is prepared and it's the bow that changes the notes. Let's do one more time, a little bit slower. And after this, they're all hooked, right? We see that. And down, up, down, up, down, up. Right? That's the really tough part here because you have to, this is a little bit like in the Sibelius violin concerto. There's a passage right into the cadenza, into the big cadenza that what is this? I mean in the wrong key, I can't think in both keys. Down, 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 down. Down, down, and the top voice keeps trilling that while it's happening. So this is like preparation for that. It's also preparation for Devil's Thrill 13. Actually, without having played this etude, Kwan could not possibly have tackled the 13. He wouldn't the sonata after he played this etude, but this was like the preparation for that. So let's see what we can do with it. So I need to put some bowings for you though, so let's see what they are. So this is one down, this was up. Remember that, this was up. So let's start on the C trill. And now you trill. Now with the bow. So let's do it once without the trill. So just so we can practice the double stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Understand how it works? Let's do it slowly. You know what? How about you play just the bottom line? Don't worry about the top line, just play the bottom line. Now, you know what? It's going to sound horribly wrong. So instead of doing this on a C, just so your bow gets to practice and you don't have to worry so much about the left hand. Let's do it with an open A. Okay? So don't worry about the C, just hold them and then you go. Which one are you doing? Okay, let's start over because the bowings are kind of important. 3, 4. Good job. So that will be the entry level for that, and then you add the C, and when you feel really comfortable with the bow, then you will try to add the trill with the third finger. This is really hard part. You know, I was already a doctoral student when I was going through the whole book with Linda Serron for pedagogical purposes. And I had never played this agent, and I remember that this particular passage really gave me quite a headache to learn it. You can do it. Okay. Now let's finish it. So let's start here on the double stop. So down up. Follow the fingering.
Oh, I cannot see that.
So just add the third finger. So can you play the first part? Now keep your hand there and add the third. And now G major. All right? Should be a pretty good challenge. You don't like challenges? I thought you like challenges.
Sometimes.
All right. Now, what else do we have?
I have the first at least 2 pages of the book. So.
Oh, lovely. Let's hear it.
There's a page. I don't have it that fast because I can't do it in Salty or whatever. But
it's okay.
Whoa. shapes, but I don't really know it.
Okay, so let's work on what is solid. Good. Now, I actually, for myself, prefer the fingering when we go on the E string sooner, because it sounds so much brighter. But this is a more practical fingering, because it's very easy to have this the shift obvious. So the challenge of this fingering is going to make this scale going up and down to be more brilliant. Tone-wise, it needs to be more brilliant. So now, if we go in your tempo, again, don't go so far away from the string. You basically want to do in slow motion what you will be doing in the faster tempo. And in the faster tempo, you won't have time to let the bow go that far away from the string. So practice is being closer to the string. And once you get to this bit here, it's likely that because of the crescendo, you will get more on the string and then back into playing off the string. So the big challenge in this piece is going to be how to go seamlessly between being spiccato or sautilé and being more on the string. The general rule is the louder you want to play, the more on the string you are. Also, the higher in register you are, the longer the notes needs to be, otherwise they just sound tacky. They don't sound very good, so we have to add length to them. Not weight, they don't have to be heavy and scratchy and all that, they just need to be with longer bows and lighter. So, can you try more along those lines? You're so well coordinated. What strikes me though in the spiccato that you're playing, or it's quasi sautilé also that you're doing, things around here are sort of partially locked, and you're doing everything from the whole arm. Now you're very fast, and you're also very light, so it's working. But it's an awful lot of work, and we need to make it more efficient. So, were you at Espen's masterclass when he was talking to Amber about this thing? It's actually a Russian thing. I believe it comes from Maxim Vengerov. This thing about usage of the pinky. Do you like Vengerov's playing? You don't know? Do you know who I'm talking about? Oh my goodness, he's a superstar violinist. He's kind of my age. Actually, we might be exactly the same age with him, so he's not exactly very young. But he was a student of Zakhar Bron. Have you heard that name?
I don't really know the name.
You need to know the names of the great teachers of today. He's very old at this point, but he's still around and teaching, and he's producing some amazing students, among the best in the world. So Vengerov and Vadim Repin, that's another great violinist. We don't hear about him much in the United States, but he's very popular in Europe. They were two children prodigies, and Bron worked with them like daily, 6 hours a day, each with each of them. I mean, they were his life at the time. Anyway, so Vengerov, who is extremely charismatic, just his Sibelius is absolutely the best. His Tchaikovsky is so good. I mean, anything he plays is really good. He's like the Perlman of the day, because Perlman is basically retired. Vengerov is still playing, but not he's teaching more and more these days. So there are videos of him teaching this particular thing. And now, why do we need that? Well, when we are at the problem, we have to change bows and all this. We need the pinky, but we also needed an awful lot to balance off the bow and help the bounce when we do this. Because if we're not using this finger movement, if this placidity is not here, then everything is transferred to the next unit, and if the next unit is locked, then it goes to the next unit, and so on until your entire right half is just desperately trying to play some notes that are actually really easy to play. So I want to see you play with much greater ease. So can I see you do what I'm showing right now? Understand what I'm doing? I'm basically bouncing my bow with my pinky. So yeah, so I'm just kicking it down and then placing it back. Yeah. Okay. So now place the bow on the string. And do you see what I'm doing? So there's little left and right to the string movement. But do you see how engaged the wrists and the fingers are in this? Yes. Yes. So experiment a little bit with the part of the bow in which you are, and there's going to be a point where you will catch an edge, and the bow will do the sautille. Yes. Keep going. Don't give up. Yes. Yes. Have we talked about sautille? Do you know the difference between spiccato and sautille?
Sautille is on the string.
Well, sautille, in sautille, the hair is on the string, but the string bounces. In spiccato, they both come off the string and they both bounce. So in sautille, I mean, the hair might come off the string a little bit, but you're not actively trying to move it off the string. So that was a very good stroke that you did there. Can I see you do that one more time? Yeah, you might have to put a little bit more contact. Yeah. And align your upper arm so it's not yes. And also go to a better sound point, because you want the string to be rigid enough that the bow is going to bounce. This is like running on wet sand. It's very difficult here because it's very spongy. Here, this is rigid. Yes. Yes. So that's your basic stroke. Now you might say, yeah, but this is really on the string. As you play more, you will discover how to manage it. I wish I could give you the ready experience. I wish I could, just hook my brain to your brain with, all the synaptic stuff and, the feel and everything that I've discovered over the years that makes it work. But this is a starting point. You just have to. You might practice this on your scales. Which scale are you working on right now?
I'm sort of doing all of them.
All of them? Okay, let's say you're working on C. So you can go. Can you do that? We want to have exactly 8 notes, not 7.5 or 8.5 or something. So again, we're talking about better coordination between the bow and the left hand. And do you also feel that I'm slightly rhythmizing it? I'm not just going ad nauseum on this, but there's that rhythmization. good. And since a lot of this So Chi Yang is going to be the high strings, I wouldn't stop there. So, and maybe see if you can concentrate the sound a little bit more. I kind of wish you used a little bit less bow and a little bit more in the string. So it's more focused, yes. Good. Next one. Do you help your mom in the kitchen? Like when she's making an omelette or a cake or something?
Are you talking about whisking?
Yeah, because it's like whisking something from here. Did you try whisking and did you notice what to do when you whisk something? Yeah.
My mom taught me how to whisk. She's like, it's just like violin.
So
she said that before, so I already knew you were talking about it.
That's hilarious. That because really, it's so you just have to think about whisking, and you don't want to whisk with your whole arm. So you really have to feel very lazy in your frame when. So you need to have a frame though. That's very good. Now, did you notice that we changed the part of the bow in which you were doing it? Did you? Was that a conscious? No. Not the sound point.
Oh.
The part of the bow, because you were a little bit too high before, and now you went a little bit lower.
Yeah.
So, I think it's much more successful in that lower part, and you also didn't.
Yeah, because I used to.
Yeah. So have a frame. You need to have a frame. Good. Yes. Yeah, again, you're getting very tight. So just feel the bow, and you know that it's going to hit the string from this direction. It's not anymore just, but it's it. There we go. Perfect. So this is going to be your bow stroke for this. Now the left hand needs to get quicker, so it could do. But could we do it in slow motion like this? See, I can kind of whip. So it's not a real spiccato. It's not like but it is spiccato, but it's not. It's kind of derived from So here. Let's get it a little bit more organized though. And it's important that you start it in the right part of the bow. It's too much of this. Good. Yeah. So once you go to third position, settle your bow more on. So you need to start more in piano and come back to piano. And for the détaché, instead of expanding toward the frog, expand toward the tip. So. That's better. So you have to make it second nature. Mm-hmm. You feel that you work a lot less. when this is happening?
I used to be too loose with this. Like I used to like use everything there, so I sort
and
of.
now so it's too tight. So you basically need to allow this whisking motion. Are you warm enough? By the way?
Yeah, okay.
You're good. You want to sit down for a moment? No, you're fine. Okay. So bright here on this. Now, one thing that is still eluding you sometimes. Look, the E string is actually going to happen like right underneath here. It's sometimes you're missing it with the bow on this. Yes.
I was in the right part of the bow.
After you come back from here, don't let the bow go too far from the string. That's what's messing you up. So murmur, just murmur with it. Yes. I very much like how you played this time, this cadence here. So there's this, it's a mannerism of sort that has to happen each and every time. Now, can we skip to the forte? So the forte here, the dots disappear on this, so we will be playing détaché on that. Good, but this scale sounds a little bit mechanical to me. Now, it needs to be in tempo, but you need to shape it and you need to play it with better attitudes. So you're not sure about what to do with it. Now, I would keep the start of it strong. So it's in the middle of a very quick beat. We need something that is more beat oriented on this. Now, can you keep the resonance of the strings going as you come down? I think that this will give you the right kind of shaping. Good. Do you know on what bows the string crossings are? Right. So you're aware of your string crossing pattern?
Well, I just thought about it.
That will help you shape it. Ella, this thing that you're doing with the crescendo and showing the high note, it's not working. It doesn't sound very tasteful. So it's better to have your point of departure from the first note. So this is it. So it will spill over the first three notes probably. So it's not just or that's too mechanical. Okay, great. Now, have one more task for you on this. I want you to feel the bow more from here. Can you put the bow on the string, please? So as you're playing your détaché, instead of being so rigid with the like this, I want you to feel the stick. I want you to feel the hair, the instant feedback from the string, so everything rings and good. That's better. Now, can we coordinate things so they like in the etude, we don't have miscoordination between bow and left hand on the bench.
But you're doing anything.
Okay, if anything, please do not hit so hard the high note here. Okay. It just needs to be one long garland of notes.
Do you want me to do that stroke on the...
There, there. Yes. Yeah, and then instant trill as you did it before. My fingers right now are too cold. Yes, you've got fantastic trill for that, so just show off with it. That's just the right trill for this. I'm still not sold on what you're doing here. So don't accent the high note. Consider that there's one point of departure in the beat. Yeah, yes. That's the idea. Yeah. Okay, play it one more time and then we will continue. Keep in mind that it's echo. Oh, sorry, I had to stop you because we still have a problem here that we haven't solved. Now, if you're too hard and you need to you need a little bit more universal elbow position so you can easily reach without, yeah, but let's not mumble. So that's why you need a little bit more of this. Yes, that's the solution. So you need to let a little bit more of that to happen. Yeah, da, 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 da. And then instantly piano. You're very tense and yeah. There's something unprepared here. So can you change the levels with the hand and then the hand? So let's do it in slow motion because the string crossings are still they're messing with where on the bow you are playing. So the string crossing preparation needs to happen on the down bow in this case. So don't wait to be time to play the up bow and then jump. Just with getting out of the string. And you need a frame. Yeah, same thing here. So getting out of the A string is on the down bow. Yes. Can you do it in slow motion? Look what I'm showing you. So you get into the level of the D string on the down bow. Now go on. Yes. So here. So on the down bow you go to the E string. Have a frame though. a bit quicker. And the fingers have to kind of pump. Better. Go on. Oop, too high. It's too high. And it's again with the big. So. Okay. Let's start soft, right? So we have room to grow. And do you see the sequence? The sequence is not here and here. This is one unit. This is another unit. This is the next unit, and so on. So the units are bigger. So more hand. You're skipping something very important. Yes, and now we have to make it sound musical. Can you start in tune? So clarity. I'm not hearing all of the notes. Purposeful with the scale. Here. G natural. So. Okay, let's go on. Let's be again more musical and not so literal that we lose the musical meaning in this. So, what is the purpose of those hairpins?
To exaggerate the top of
the second one, right? So let's be more kind to the music as we play this. Okay, and now here we have this general crescendo that needs to happen.
Yeah.
So do all of the local detail that you did, but just within general crescendo.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, and that why not? It's easy. Yes. Yeah. And the stops between the notes are between the couplets, not during the couplets. So here. You know what? Here. Actually. So just yes. So camouflage a little bit the shift on the fourth finger, but it's much swifter, much easier to do. crescendo with better musical purpose. Nice. Good job. So you've been practicing, or you have a very good ear. I don't know. Both. Both. Yes, that's the answer. So can we try from here, because I want to check on your octaves one more time. Yes, I would like to hear more of an accent on the G. So again, just it needs to be with something that has much more joy and much you know. And the accent is here on this one. So. Good. Now, Ella, can you consider these 5 notes to be one gesture? So it's not down and up. It's not 2 gestures. It's one gesture.
Ooh.
Now, for the octaves. So you have to keep your 3rd finger anchored. Yeah. Would you please try the following thing? Do you see what I'm showing you? Keep the 3rd finger anchored in one place. So play the 4th position. Try to do that movement as independent from the 3rd finger as possible. So keep the shape here. Yes. 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 Because if the 3rd finger is moving too much, it will be changing pitch. Yes. So now that's very good. So there we go. That's your intonation. Now, do you see what I'm doing? There's a little hairpin nerve, and there's definite vibrato on the arrival note. Okay, now do you think that these they have less spark or more spark or glitter compared to these guys? Yeah, can you make your bow to that? And now in some editions, you know, the original bowing would go over the E. So you really want try it once. So I want you to hear it. Just see. Right. So in other words, you don't want these little guys to disappear so much, and you don't want to have any space between them and the up bow. So. Now let's that was yeah. Now let's add some vibrato to this. Yeah, and here. This is a little bit more Yes. Ooh, ooh. And, yes, you heard it. Oh.
I'm trying not to.
So, yes, it has to be full value and very soft landing. Long note. So, with vibrato. Now, Ella, if you could, by any technical, don't get all the way to the tip on this. So you have to stay. So don't cross much beyond this part. So you'll have good control on those ha 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 ha. Yeah, and whatever happens during them, this note needs to be softer than them.
Yeah.
And with vibrato. Right, so you discovered that you shouldn't be playing these guys too soft. Right. Yeah, and under scherzando again, get a little bit more control of the bow. Yeah, I think you're trying very hard to just keep it in one bow. There's going to be maybe tiny circles somewhere. Yes, tiny, tiny. Yes.
Ah, there's a shift.
Yes. With the hand here. So if you do, we won't hear. So in this case, yeah, and you know that you skipped. I know you wanted to shorten things. So let's go on from here. But just.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Oh, I thought it was conscious.
I started reading from here somehow.
Oh, so you basically switched from here.
I can do that.
Well, let's do this one more time. Now, Ella, look. When we have repeated notes, they're the darnest hard thing to do on the violin well, because it's such a narrow line whether they're too connected or too separate. You want them to sound as two separate notes, but you don't want them to sound too clipped or anything. Yeah, so not just these. I mean even these here. So it's like each one has to be a different syllable of a word, or maybe even a different word. Yes, and you know, here's something. My friend Lynn Carroll, for repeated notes like this, used to say, you have to restart the vibrato on each one if you want them to sound good. And just last week we were playing chamber music in Dallas, and somebody on repeated notes when we were doing the Mendelssohn was, just keep the vibrato going, like just okay, the notes.
Okay.
So let's see which of the two, because both pieces of advice actually came from. I love it like this. So what did you do? Did you restart the vibrato?
Mm-hmm.
I thought so. This was gorgeous. Mm-hmm. That's what you need to do for these. Yeah, and the one with the accent needs with the special bow on it. Okay, now. Yes. And now here on this one, I don't know. Yeah, you can. It can be that way done as well. Now, can we shape it a little bit better, and can we actually play in tempo?
Yeah,
I know you were very conscious about a lot of things, but look, regarding the shaping, so the scherzando needs to change character quite suddenly. What is scherzando? What is scherzo? Literally, scherzo means a joke. Yes, something funny, something lighthearted, something, you laugh at.
I hated scherzo tell and tell though.
Well, but if you're thinking of Brahms scherzo, that's that's a different kind of scherzo altogether. But in here scherzando, it's like do you know any good jokes? None? Oh. I'm not good at collecting jokes. I know very few funny ones. So, but just think of something funny or something that makes you laugh, because it needs to have that.
Oh.
So you're starting, because you were starting this one. So let's start there. So difference. Now. Well, right. So you need to be ready to just now. Let me help you here. So you have to shift. It's kind of obliterated because of the bowing there. Here. So you need to come to third position here.
I didn't see that.
That's why.
It's tight.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, and now just it's very pesky because it's backwards. It's up bow. So yes, and now can we do it without that wobbling? Okay, good. Let's fix this. How big is that extension back? It's 2 whole steps. Yes. Because it's a diminished fourth, which is the same as major third. Yes. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, Spandau is bona fide perfect fourth. Yes. Now, this one. So this is the perfect fourth.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
So more connected. Yes. Okay. Now, do you see that there are trills? Do you see that?
No, I didn't
So. So starting from above. Yes.
I thought the trill was like a 3.
Oh. So that's why you were playing it there. No, it's in the third position. So don't hesitate after you do. Yes. Okay, so the trill. That's it. That's it. Ooh, it's again really big. Pinky. The pinky has to be bouncing the ball. Okay, now I'm going to hear the cadence a little bit slower. Okay, so let's consider that the second part of the cadenza, and then yeah. So in the first part, I think I'm hearing too many throwaway notes. When you go to the low register, they lose the resonance. It's almost as if the bow is missing the string. Can you? Again. again, find a good place for your frame because you will be working mainly in the frame with this. So. Yes. Okay. You know what? We like to do a special exercise with you. Every time you have a string crossing, before the string crossing, I want you to stop. So I'll demonstrate. Oops. You can look at the music. It's very useful to do it with the music. Don't try by memory. And give yourself support. Good. Now, do you understand what this exercise is doing? It makes you aware, it makes you aware where in the beat the string crossings are. Can we do it one more time? It's really confusing, isn't it? It's very hard. Do you know Serena Huang? Have you heard of her? She's the most recent winner of the Indianapolis competition. And when she was a kid, she started with me. And the very first time I saw her, though, it was at the Delay Symposium, and she was one of the students playing for the teachers who were giving the master classes there. And I don't remember who it was. Some Chinese/Taiwanese teacher. I don't know who that was. I can't remember to save my life. And I've forgotten practically everything from that lesson, except that he made her do this kind of string crossing study. And she was 8 years old at the time, and she was just, she was so frustrated trying to do it because she couldn't. I mean, she didn't understand why he was making her do that. And it was actually the best piece of advice for the day and maybe for the week. I practice it every day when I have passages like this. I need to figure out my coordination. That's what I do. So can we do that one more time? Now let's do it for real. Maybe slightly under tempo, but feel the coordination. Sorry. Yes, oh my goodness, that's so much better. So then you work on speeding up. Now let's keep going. Ooh, I like the level, the sound level which you achieved the earlier time. Do you remember how big and bright it was? So you need to be there. Okay, now we're having some coordination issues again. The shifting has to work with the down bows, and then the high note is also on a down bow. Let's play those 3 bars. Yes, that was quite good. Now let's look at the next. Can you start in tune, my dear? It was very good until the very end. Yes, the C is a leading tone, right? Right. So the end here has to be better in tune. So you just keep working on that cadenza because it has to be nice and sparkly and bubbly and all of that. And next time we will continue with the rest, but I will hear again just to see how you're doing on it. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do today? It's okay if you don't.
I mean, I was thinking the Schwann's Rhyme, but that's gonna take a while.
Do you want to at least play it so we see where it is?
I can at least play it.
Okay, that's
kind of repetitive. That's not.
because we worked on that quite a lot last time. So. The more elegance you can infuse this with, the better it's going to be. So all the stuff, all the stuff that we talked about, the bow strokes and the other piece actually applying here.
I need to make my arm looser because at the end my arm was like tight and it was like bad.
Actually, at the end it sounded the best. Now,
no, I meant like
you managed.
You
managed. Yes, you managed. But just all of it needs to be with more involvement here in the springs. Yes, especially pinky spring has to work. So we will do some detail on that. One little thing, please. Yeah. Do you know this symbol? Do you know what I use it for?
It's not like
it
accent.
Soft landing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I do that a lot, and then I try to not do it, and then it turns into a no-G. Like.
Oh well, but that's where you need the control from space. Okay, great.
Okay. So,
Yay! You have a difficult agent to learn.
Yeah.
But at least it's very repetitive too, because the rhythms are the same, and
I mean the rhythms are the same, but the trills are gonna be kind of.
I think you're more afraid of it. You already have a fantastic trill. It's adding more skills to your trills.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.